Good morning, peeps. Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, darlings. Guten Morgen, darling. How's your day today? Oh, the gray skies are gonna cheer up. Put on a happy face. No. What is gray skies are gonna clear up? Put on a happy face. Guten Morgen, darlings. Guten Morgen, darlings. Guten Morgen, darlings. The gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. All you gotta do is cheer up. Put on a happy face. And spread sunshine all over the place. You just put on a happy face. Put on a happy face. It's morning. The sunlight shines across your sleeping face. It's a new day, and reality has come, and we must go our separate ways. What a lovely night we had, yeah. As we share each other's love, we forgot about all the pain we caused as we spent the night away. As we lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. It's morning. Y'all, this person is getting on my nerves again. So I wake up and it's time to masturbate. This person goes into everybody's husband, talks about all it's like this time. Last night I tried to masturbate before going to sleep. I just stopped because I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit right now. So once again, I started masturbating. This person started talking about people's husbands, talking about you see what I'm saying? So then that's when somebody realized, oh my God, this was for Shantae's husband. They ain't say that. They don't care. It's like the SNL people, they don't know me. So, you know what I'm saying? Lena Dunham, she don't really know me. None of the people that still don't, they don't know me. Issa Rae don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this girl was supposed to be married. She's supposed to be married. And so the person was saying that was like the meanest thing he could do. Was he didn't want me for real. So, and that wasn't the truth. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe it was. Shit, I don't know. Saying he didn't want me for real. So he set it up. And he when he was like, so when we get married, what you want to do? So I guess his intention was to leave me at the altar or something. I don't know. But that's the whole thing. Like, I was just like, that's not something I want to do. Like, I'm talking about this person just called me out the blue, and I don't know if he was talking to me at the other apartment in one turn, so in one area. And so this man was just like constantly just like, I want to marry you, and this, that, and the other, right? So that's why I was like, you know what? When we get a chance, if we make it, then we'll make it. I mean, you something, if we make it, then that'll happen. But if we don't make it, it can't happen. So that's all it was. It's like, I don't know if this person was trying to run game on me or something like that. But what I'm saying is like, I guess that's what it was. So then like, nah, I was trying to be mean and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, when none of them mean. Ain't none of them mean, honey. None of them. And if they was, it was probably because I was like, I don't want to date you no more because of something else. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's like, I don't know who this person is that got all this stuff. It's like, now let me make this excuse. Like, oh yeah, she just wasn't good enough or something like that. It's like, dude, it wasn't never like that. So that's the problem. It's like, they got the stuff. Now they see I'm a good person. I'm a good woman, right? I'm good enough for all these women to think they somebody. But now your excuse don't fit what's going on. Y'all excuses don't fit what's going on. So that's it. So yeah, me and him talked. I was like, he was like, so what about your family? Like, what you want me to tell? You know what I'm saying? I was like, you can ask my father, but we ain't really gotta do no. We go to the courthouse. So then he had Crystal get married at the courthouse. The same thing. That's what Moon did too. So whoever these people are that try to like find out stuff about me or come to y'all like they finna do something big for me. They always want to do it for somebody else. Because of some college shit that Dusty made up. So I'm like, when Dusty gonna get the clue? So if this got anything to do with Dusty, being Dusty, this our 24th. I don't know if I put Dusty on there. Did I forget to put Dusty? But if this got anything to do with Dusty, this our 24th year anniversary. This our Opal anniversary. If this got anything to do with SIUE and the women that stole or the men that stole the idea for me to do a main stage play for the black people, and this our silver year, this our 25th year anniversary. And so even SNL is stealing from me. So it's like, that shit crazy. When Lizzo came and did the Annie Lee picture, and I just posted that shit on my page, telling y'all that dude was trying to make me feel like I was Annie Lee. Like, I ain't got time for this shit. So that's all I was telling them is like, you know what, my family a little jealous, y'all. My sister called me. She was like, I'm getting married. I was like, cool. So I was like, okay, what kind of dress you gonna get? So I started looking at dresses for online because I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I ain't understand. And so it's like, well, if I didn't want to get married and he was ready to be married, he could have found somebody that he wants to marry. So it wasn't a big deal. Y'all see what I'm saying? But when everybody else started getting married and they're like, I got 2 names and I got this, that, and the other. And they would actually come, look, y'all, HBCU women too. They actually was talking to me like, oh, except for Joy, black women too. Joy from SIUE. She still act like a HBCU bitch too. But listen, y'all, they all act like I'm supposed to be jealous that they have a husband. And so I guess that was it right there. It's like, I'm supposed to carry this seed of jealousy because they have a husband. And it's like, honey, some of y'all, I look at the situation and I'm like, I dodged the ball. And guess what they did too? All of them say, some of them even say, I was gonna be married at this age. Like I was supposed to be married, all this different stuff. I forgot to get my damn tea. So that was oh, I already got something in there. That was your girl at the school. She was like, I was supposed to be married when a few years ago, but she didn't know that was Joy that she was talking about. And so when she said that, she just stood there at the door saying it. The 6th grade teacher at the school. I was like, oh, okay. And so it's like she don't talk to me. They was the ones trying to put this spit on me, talking about Glee. So Glee was the same way, I guess. Glee found out somebody that worked for Glee, probably from SIUE, was trying to be jealous again. You see what I'm saying? And it was like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do when I don't even know what's going on? Which is all the time. Which is even at SIUE, I didn't even know what was going on. Not one clue. Not one fucking clue. I don't have a clue about what's going on. What all the hatred is for. They probably can't even put their finger on it. So, yep. It's like Dusty. Then SNL. I'm like, what the fuck SNL stalking me for? That was crazy, y'all. This the fucked up part. The people at SNL know that we was being held hostage in that we were being held hostage in Alton. Cause we, like I told y'all, the Maya Rudolph show, me and my son were just sitting there and they was just doing what we was saying. They did what me and Blake said. Not just what I said. They was like doing what me and my son told them to do. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like we in Alton in New York supposedly doing this show. And it's supposed to be what, a live show. Is it a live show? I don't know. But we decided to watch SNL. And I'm saying it was like Maya Rudolph and somebody else on the screen. Anyway, me and my son, it was like we was communicating with him or something. So he was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I mean, that's when it dawned on me. Somebody had to be watching us like through the computer. I was like, Blake, so you think they watching us through the computer or through the something else? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck are they watching us? So the person that is actually, oh, I don't need tea, I already got it. The person that is actually stalking us is also a part of SNL. They didn't want me to do improv. So you see what I'm talking about? It's always something. So now somebody was talking about the retreat, like when I went out into the woods or whatever. So somebody was like, let's do the Farrah Fawcett thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have a retreat. And then I can just kill everybody. And he's like, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I don't want to. So I don't know what the person's intention are. Intentions were, I don't know if the person was intended to marry me. I know the stuff from the school was really so the kids could just like help me with my school design because that's what I wanted to design. All the stories the teachers at Nova Academy kept coming to tell me they didn't have to tell me anything. And whoever was writing down all that stuff, that they need to go to jail because that was stalking. So y'all, it really breaks down why SNL is not funny. Because if they being controlled at any time, y'all get what I'm talking about? Like I told y'all, I was in the office. I had on that blue and yellow dress, and with the little ruffles on the side. And I was sitting there. I wanted to pull my skirt up and put my hands on my knees, like I was the Annie Lee painting. But you see, her hands are out like that, right? So it was like I said, the person made me feel like embarrassed or whatever because there wasn't nothing going on, and it was about the masturbation thing, right? So if they using that same device at SNL, that's why the shit don't be funny. Because this person is an idiot. So they could very well be experiencing what we're talking about too. The whole I'm going to possess you and you can and y'all go loony and all that stuff. Everybody go crazy. Don't nobody want to do that with y'all. So that's it. It's like, what more can I do? What more can I do? Canary yellow ring. They showed it to 50, the canary yellow ring. I wanted the canary yellow diamond. That's when, like, y'all, I was like, oh my God, I gotta be in love with 50. I started having an anxiety attack. It was a spirit. It wasn't an anxiety attack. I was like, oh my God, 50 is a king. So I started texting 50 because I was just like, these people are showing him the canary yellow. Like, I'm talking about, we had mostly everything planned for our wedding and everything. And it was like, y'all got the stuff. And I was like, whoa, that's like really mean. Like, that's the mean shit for somebody to sit and we plan the wedding and the type of ring I want and the colors for the dress, and we'll be married at nighttime. And I can't wait to see who y'all gonna get that idea to, because now you're hearing it straight from my mouth and not from a phone call. So I wonder who gonna get married under the stars. You see what I'm saying? They gonna have somebody get married under the stars. So it's like anytime anything is for my wedding, y'all give it to a reality person. So, and see, I knew this other one with Portia was like a situation where they was trying to dig at me because it was like, oh, me and Portia could be friends. So now let's give Portia the African wedding. And it's like, oh my God, it was gorgeous. You see what I'm saying? Because I never have wanted an African wedding. I like attending African weddings. I didn't want an African wedding. I actually wanted an Indian wedding. When I was going to go get my dress, I was actually going to these Indian places to get like a sari and all that stuff. Like, I thought that would be so beautiful for me. I didn't want a Hispanic wedding. You see what I'm saying? So your girl, Kardashian, she got that stuff, you see. So it's amazing how every time y'all just give the wedding to somebody else, it's great. And they have beautiful weddings for people to see. My mother had a courthouse. I think she had a courthouse wedding for her last marriage. So yeah, I went to a retreat, and when I was working at St. Louis Public Schools, and we what we did was we went to the retreat. It was just out in the woods, but it's like, I don't want to make it a Farrah Fawcett movie. I don't need to kill nobody, nothing. I'm just saying, I'm just chilling. Y'all need to actually just go to jail. The law should be working to help me, and it's not. So that's what's wrong. And the other part of that was, okay, so that's why everything that they get that's like a positive thing about me, anything that you think your woman is, or how this woman is, or whatever she is, or who I am, it comes from my school evaluations, not from any psych evaluations. It comes from my school evaluations. And we have a school evaluation at the end of every school year. We have a principal come or a vice principal come and give us an evaluation in our classroom. So I'm thinking my last year I probably never did get an evaluation, and probably not the year before that either. So I had 2 years without evaluations. Yeah, I thought I got a raise. Now I was actually just working extra. I was just working the second job to do the robots. And the saddest part about that is that when I got there, they did the same thing to my son. They just like tried to make my son have a tantrum for no reason, because Blake is really not as irrational as people might think. He's a really level-headed person. So they started bothering him when we were there at the D thing. It looked like the person that was at the top of the stairs that was like coming down the stairs to try to say something to me. He looked like Eminem with dark hair. So he was like Eminem with dark hair. And so that's why I was like, that's Eminem. You know what I'm saying? I looked up there and they didn't want me to notice that it was Eminem. So then they started to make Blake have a tantrum. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It was dark brown hair. And he had on a long trench coat. So it could have been Eminem or it could have been that dude from that show with 50. But either way, that's what it looked like. And he had a long trench coat. He looked really cute. Yeah, see, it was Eminem. He had dark brown hair. And I don't know. I mean, I could, but yeah, it was Eminem. So it's like, why would you? I'm talking about y'all. They actually just made my son have a tantrum. Me and my son just want to get away from y'all. I was supposed to be somebody's wife, not somebody's science experiment. At that point, I was choosing my own husband. So that's all. So let's talk about the essential life skills. Listening. It's a surprisingly simple yet underused concept. If you want to listen better, keep your mouth shut. An Austrian pianist, Alfred Brendel, once said the word listen contains the same letters as the word silent. Public speaking. Stop trying to relax and instead reframe your jitters as excitement. Nervous people who announce that they feel excited are often perceived as more persuasive and competent when they give speeches. I don't know about some of this stuff. I say just be yourself. When you do public speaking, just be yourself and you'll fall naturally into it. Because I don't want somebody to think that when I'm happy that I'm nervous or excited. You see what I'm saying? As a person that does this naturally, I'm actually offended by it. So I don't know who wrote this. I don't think we're going to get along in these next few days because I'm just like, who the fuck wrote this shit? Even the first thing is just, why would it be this mean? So sometimes you just have to listen to people. Listen to people sometimes. Listen. Public speaking, just relax. Time management. This is what he says. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Prioritize your time over others. That is not something that I will follow either. It's like, well, if I quote these famous people, if I throw this in here, all this stuff is like cons. So these people who did this could have very well made this because of the 50s. You understand what I'm saying? So even though Warren Buffett was successful, that was because he was successful. I say yes. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying say no. I'm really with Shonda Rhimes on that one. Say yes. Say yes to some things. Think about comprehend what they're asking for. You can't just say no and yes all day. You have to actually comprehend and think. You can't be robots. You have to comprehend what this person is saying. You got to listen to what they're saying, comprehend it, and then answer from that. That's why it's a dual language situation. You see what I'm saying? It's like you visualize and you hear, and then you comprehend what's going on, and then you're able to answer. So it's like not because Warren Buffett did it, not because Michelle Obama did it, not because Lil Wayne, not because LeBron James did. You have to comprehend it for yourself. And then when you get through comprehending, you spew it out. You understand? You spew out what's best for you. And so the person that created this, I'm thinking this person is a really mean person. The stuff they saying is like, this is for insider. The most surprising ways to master 12 essential life skills. It's some bullshit. Like, why would you have to be this mean to write an article? This article is really based on like fallacies or something like that. So each of these is a fallacy. It's like what they're saying is, okay, this is what I need to do. It's an essential life skill. I need to learn how to listen. When it comes to public speaking, relax. When it comes to time management, make sure you prioritize and know what your schedule looks like. So for time management, I say check your schedule. Just check your schedule. Say, you know what, I'm going to check my schedule first. Because some opportunities you don't want to miss. Check your schedule first. If you live in a city where everything is close together, you can make it to almost anything. But if you live in a city where everything is far apart, you probably won't be able to make it. You see what I'm saying? Because nobody knows the situation that Warren Buffett was in. So you can't use your experience to say I'm gonna have an experience like Warren Buffett, and it's like you can't have an experience like Warren Buffett because you are Daniel Seamstress or something. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have to really focus on who you are. And so I don't like the way they presented this to you because it's in a fallacy manner. It's like this is a false idea, whatever. So listening, if somebody is saying that to me, like the listen contains silence, then it's rude. You see what I'm saying? It's very rude. Public speaking, if I'm doing um something that's natural for me and you telling me that I'm doing it because I'm nervous or I'm trying to get over my jitters and that's my natural personality, it's offensive. If you look at what they said about Warren Buffett and time management, I'm not Warren Buffett. I'm Shanteschuler, and we have two different lives right now. This is a modern life. The era that when was Warren Buffett alive? You see what I'm saying? What type of transportation did they have? Oh, he's still alive. 92 years. We have the same birthday. Are you kidding me? Me and Warren Buffett have the same birthday. That is so cool. I'm so glad I looked you up. He's a Virgo. He is still alive. But you got to think about when he was saying this and what time it was and everything. That is so dope. The Swedish investor. I love, and he was an investor. Yeah, and he was an investor. Get the fuck out. You can't say no to everything. He was an investor. He sat in one place and looked at stocks. He was not going to be everywhere at all these different times. You can't say no to everything. Sometimes you got to sit there and say yes. So anyway, I think today's presentation is really going to be about my ring and my dress and how my hair should have been and everything. You know what I'm saying? Happy anniversary. You guys can pick the cakes and choke on them if you want to, and that's it. Like, it's like, what more can I say? I have nothing else to say. Kill yourself. Don't try to come kill me. Anyway, it's Shante Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns telling you to fuck off. Suck your own dick. Kill yourself. Blake, I thank you and I love you. And have a great day, y'all.